Hello, hi guys, I am Prakash and today I am going to show you how to invoke a OTBI report web services by passing multiple parameters. In this video, I am going to show you how to invoke a OTBI report. But if you want to know how to invoke a BI report, a web services by using a multiple parameter, you can refer the blog which mentioned on the screen. But in this video, we are going to see how to invoke OTBI report web services. Invoking the web services. Let's see how to create the OTBI report and how do we execute those parameters in the Fusion application. So for that, to create a OTBI, we need to follow these navigations, and there will be a tools, and in the tools there will be report and analytics, and go to the browse catalog. Then it will navigate to analytics page, and there you have a new and going to create analysis for creating OTBI report, and select the subject area. So in our case we will be selecting workers person, the subject area. Let us search for the work assignment person real time absence real time. We have workforce management. Okay, where is the person? Yeah, person real time. Subject area we selected, and in this we have a worker. Let's select randomly few columns, which is the person number, let's say, and we can select yep, first name also we can select. We can also select a gender, or okay, last name is fine. We can select also the person gender also, fine. Okay, and we can select a few other columns if required. From the person name we can select the full name. Okay, I think this is more than enough to create a simple report to pass multiple parameters. Let's save this report in the custom folder. We can name it as OTBI multi param. Okay, now the report is saved. Let's create the prompt. Create a new, we have to create a variable prompt. Whenever there is a web services that we are going to invoke, we should go for a variable prompt, not for the column prompt. So create a variable prompt, and we will keep the name as p person now. Okay, and we will choose the choice list. From this choice list we will select all columns, and we will select the column which has to come from the choice list, and this is a person number. We have to search for the person number, which is here. Okay, and we selected the person number. We'll create one more parameter. This also a variable prompt, and we'll keep the name as last name, because we are going to objective is to filter the data by passing multiple parameters. Choice list we are going to do, we are going to select all columns, and from this worker I am going to, or I am going to select that last name. This is the last name. Yes, this is the last name, and we selected it. Okay, we will save it, and now we will go to the criteria, and in the criteria, we will use the filter conditions so that it will be mapped to this column to that variable. Let's create the person number and then more option. Let's do the presentation variable and then we will choose the person num and we will showcase that and we will save this project once again. So now we will create another parameter for the last name and we will select the presentation variable. We can keep the same name as what we provided in the prompt, the last name, and we'll save it once again. So before invoking, let's try to run this report in this application and see if it is filtering the data. Let's select the person number as 10. Okay, I think it is Steve Ward, I guess. Oh, yeah. Let's do the filter condition. Yeah, so now we can able to see that the data has been filtered for the parameter that we passed. So now the same thing we are going to do it in the web services. We have a web service URL which is analytics ws slash saw.dll. So the web service URL which we are going to use. So we need to concatenate the host and port name. The host and port name is nothing but your Fusion application instance. You have to prefix with that, then you will get such URL. Create a SOAP web services. For that we are going to create SOAP web services using the SOAP UI tool. Now file, create new SOAP project, paste that URL which you have generated and can keep the name as run OTBI multi param. Execute, it will give all the elements, but we are going to have two elements here. Now first we are going to create and get the session information by using this element method. So we will pass the username password of the application and we will get the session information. So you can pass the username password and just click on execute. So your session ID will be generated and you can take the session ID and that is to extract the XML. We have an XML web service and there will be a execute query request. From there just pass the session ID and you can make all other columns as null. No need to pass any other parameters, and we are going to pass values for the parameters which is a variables. So we are going to define two parameters. So I'm in an array and we are going to keep all other values as null, and we are also going to pass the report path. Now let's create the parameter using the variables that we have defined. So this are the two parameters that we are going to pass. One is p person number which is 10 and another is p last name. This p last name will be the Steve Ward. Now we pass the person number as 10 and last name as Stewart. Now one more parameter which is required. It's nothing but the variable, which is the report path. So we will select the report path. We will go to that catalog, and from the report we can select the properties. From there we can get the location of the report. We will pass this location. The name of the report will be a multiple param. Okay, now let's try to execute this. Yes, we can see the columns have been filtered over here. Okay, so only for the parameters that what we have passed, the person number 10 and last name, the values have been extracted. Again cross check it. For that, value 10 for the person Steve Ward. Okay, US 10 and Maddie Steve Ward and female Maddie. This is all. That is how we can invoke the OTBI report web services by passing the multiple parameters. Okay, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.